Some video for today. Um, this one is the worst way to commit suicide by Blue Lifeline. Blue Lifeline. Yeah, I think I said it right. But he's gonna teach me how to commit suicide, how to me killing myself sooner or later. But I'm gonna repost this once again. So yeah. But here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello my non-existing audience, I have returned with yet another disappointment. As most of you know, I was borderline suicidal, and because of that I acquired a lot of knowledge that I wish to share with each and every one of you, and that is the worst ways you could possibly end your life. Disclaimer. If you came in this video in hopes of getting some ideas because you're feeling suicidal, I suggest just clicking off this video. You should never resort to suicide, and the methods I'm about to name are actually some of the most painful things you could possibly go through. So I don't condemn any of these actions. Please find an alternative, get help, anything else than what I'm about to say. The first method is actually bleach, and I have no idea who in their right mind decided, hey, I'm feeling suicidal, so I'm gonna drink this gallon of bleach. That has got to be the worst way you could possibly die. You do realize that if you survive that, you're gonna have to have surgery to get your stomach taken out, and they're gonna use your small intestine as a stomach, and drinking bleach is obviously gonna burn your throat. Your esophagus is gonna be unusable. So I actually did some research on this. They get your small intestine and put it all the way up to your mouth. So when you eat food, it goes directly in the small intestines, and yeah, that's basically what you'll be stuck with. And there's actually a lot of people who have had that surgery because they either drank it by accident or they try to commit suicide. So if you're thinking of drinking bleach, please get help, because that not only is it wrong to commit suicide, but doing it in that way is, you need some serious help. And method number 2 is suicide by self-strangulation, and this one's probably the most unpredictable one, because a lot of the time, people don't do it correctly. They leave rope marks around your neck, and that's one of the very first things they checked me for when I went to mental hospital, because this was what I used. This was one of the ways that I tried to end my life, and I was so unaware of the fact that, hey, if I would have done it correctly, I could have been hanging from my ceiling for a good couple hours before my brain would have finally just given up. And to just imagine yourself hanging there for hours as you are losing oxygen to your brain is just unimaginable. Number 3 of my methods is bleeding out. Yes, this is probably the most mainstream way to commit suicide, and you can do this in a number of ways. You can either cut your wrist and just bleed out in a bathtub like Hannah Baker from 13 Reasons Why, or like many people choose to do, which I don't know why, is slit your neck and die a lot faster. Both methods are just unbelievably painful. That just hurts so much. If you do this, you will literally be waiting for your body to just drain itself of all your blood, and that's very just not a good idea for anyone's sake. Alright, so we got through the most popular methods, and number 4 is jumping off a bridge. And believe it or not, this is more common than you would assume. The reason why I decided to put this one on the list is because, unlike the others, this is a hybrid. It embodies, 2 other suicide methods: drowning and jumping off a building and killing yourself. But in this method, those 2 are combined, and your body is never found. You breathe in the water, you sink down, and you're amongst all the other people that decided to commit suicide off of that bridge, or those dead bodies that were never found that were thrown into the water by some sort of serial killer. And yeah, darkness forever takes on a new term. That's not funny though. Like, don't do that, please. Okay, method number 5 is driving. Like, you driving really, really fast and crashing into something, someone, or off of something. This is probably the most selfish way you could possibly. Well, suicide in general is selfish, but driving recklessly in hopes of dying has got to be one of the dumbest, most selfish things you could possibly do. Because not only are you going to be ending your life, but you can potentially be ending the lives of so many other people or seriously damaging them. Who in their right mind thinks to themselves, wow, this is a good idea? I'm pretty sure most of you are like, who would do this? But no, there are actual people who do this method, and it's actually quite frequent, more frequent than you may think, more frequent than it should be. Just don't do this. Please do not drive recklessly in hopes of, getting into a car crash and dying. No, because first of all, there's no guarantee that you will die, but there is a guarantee that you're going to hurt someone, and there's a guarantee that there's going to be people that are going to pay the price for your own stupidity. So please avoid this at any costs. Anyways guys, thank you all for watching. Hopefully my video discouraged a lot of you from trying any of these methods. I really just recommend getting some sort of help, a counselor, a therapist, or even medication. Even though I don't believe in medication, anything would be better than ending your own life. But anyways, please subscribe for some more quality sad content, and I'm Blue Lifeline. I'll see you next time.
I try so hard to like using a knife and just slit my wrist or slit my throat, but it never works because it's not enough sharp things. So yeah. But before I go, I have to tell y'all some what's been going on. So stay tuned.